All right, Sag. The overall energy for you this month is going to be focused on being fearless. I create my reality, and today I choose to be fearless. This is your mantra this month. So whenever you feel yourself shifting a little too off center, a little too off path, repeat this to yourself. I create my reality, and today I choose to be fearless. All right, visualize a bubble of protection around you. Only love comes in, and only what needs to be released will be released. I love this energy. I love this energy that you're in, Sag. I think it is a beautiful energy. I do think that, and I do feel as though, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being your first tarot card, that you are in this energy of truly loving yourself, pouring into yourself, putting down roots for yourself, advocating for yourself. But at the same time, you're not limiting yourself on how far you can go. You know what I mean? You're not limiting yourself in your vision. You're not limiting yourself in the amount of love you're going to give to yourself. You're just not limiting yourself this month. All right. With the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, this lets me know that you're keeping your options open. Like I said, no limitations. You're doing what you feel you need to do in your heart. You're going with the flow, and just truly following, you know, divine timing, the universe, and your soul's urge. You're being humble, right? You're following your passions, and you're truly meeting people that you encounter in a state of love. You're meeting them in this energy of love, unconditional love. What can I do to help you further along your journey? And I love that energy, because when you give to other people unconditionally with no expectations, they in turn give to you. And you're truly choosing to just surround yourself with people who have that loving energy that you have right now as well. And I think that's a beautiful place to be. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So be on the lookout this month for gossip. Guard against being too much of a gossip or engaging in gossip, all right? Don't worry about those who gossip about you or what you're doing, or, you know, you're following your heart and you're following your passions. And at the end of the day, you know, that's what we all should do. We all should be doing exactly that. Trusting the universe and trusting love. So guard against gossip and just engaging in gossip, because it's only going to pull you down. All right. Moving right into love. You can keep that. I'm going to take this one. All right. The overall love energy for you this month, Sag. What is the overall love energy? Ooh. I see you might be dealing with someone who sees you and really, really wants to fight for your love. All right. Or you can take this the other way, and this is you fighting for your own love, fighting for what you deserve, getting back in touch with what you want out of love, and being very strategic about the things that you will and will not tolerate. And you're not budging on it, right? You're kind of narrowing down your standards in a way. And you're only allowing those people in that are committed, that are serious, that are loving, and that are exactly who they say they are. I love that energy. God, you just have such beautiful energy this month of July. All right. Let's look into the person you are connecting with and or thinking about. How do they feel towards you? How do they feel towards you? Ooh. All right. The card that flew out was Fire Energy. All right. Aries, Leo, Sag. For how they feel towards you. To be honest, they're feeling a bit closed off. They're not being very open towards you, whoever this is that you're dealing with. And I think maybe that might be why you're choosing to just love yourself. All right. Why the Nine of Wands? Why the Nine of Wands? Should I take that one? Ooh, okay. The Hermit. Anything else? So you could be connecting with a Virgo. All right. So this is someone who is not being very open towards you. They may have ghosted you or are in the process of just keeping their energy to themselves, but they're being a bit egotistical. This is someone who is very, very high maintenance. And they're just not being all that open. How do you feel towards them? Let me get the Hierophant. How do you feel towards them? Anything else? One more shuffle. Ooh. Okay. Let's look at this. We have the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy, Gemini energy. We have the Ace. You had a lot of cards that flew out for how you feel. I feel as though you're feeling a bit mixed about this person as well. Let me move these up. So they're being quite closed off. I don't really like the Hermit. I don't like the Nine of Wands. I don't like the King of Wands. How you feel towards them, you feel a connection. You feel a connection. You feel as if this is someone you can, or you could in the past, give your energy to, give and take. This might have been someone who honestly portrayed that they were very, very committed. Okay. They were very committed to you. You were giving to them. You felt this soul connection, right? You were thinking about the future. You were thinking about starting something new with them. The Ace of Pentacles. I mean, giving them your all, right? Having a committed relationship, being loyal and there for them. And then something happened. Something happened that made you feel completely betrayed, deceived. We have the Seven of Swords here, and you retreated. You stopped pursuing this person. The Four of Swords. Okay. You stopped, and then they pulled back as well. All right. And they're not being open. I feel as though this is someone who is a little bit egotistical, but let's get some more information here. Why? Okay. Why no communication from you? Why is there, if you're in a no contact situation, why is there, okay, the King of Pentacles. Why is there no communication from them? Should I take those? I'm going to take those. Okay. So I don't think you're communicating with this person because you do see them as probably the stubborn, I'm just going to say, they seem like an asshole. The stubborn asshole that they are, with the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. And you're choosing to just kind of love yourself, be fearless, keep your options open, and not hold yourself back from love in any other capacity. All right. Why is this person not communicating? Because they're still hurt. This person, it's a front. This is a front. This is such a front. This person is fronting. They still are hurt by this. Whatever happened between the two of you, I think they put their walls up and you just decided to just love even more. Like, you were like, I'm a flower child and I can't stop loving even when I'm hurt. So I'm just going to love in a different direction. I'm going to love someone else, and that someone else is me, or it could literally be someone else, but they're still hurt. Why is there no communication? Because they're just enjoying being single. They're enjoying doing whatever they want. This is Aquarian energy. They're enjoying just no commitments, no attachments. They're kind of, in a way, this person is trying to pretend as if they're not hurt. You know, it's kind of like the person that goes to bars and drinks away and goes on vacation and spends a lot of time with people. They don't like being alone because they don't want to face the actual feelings that they have, and the emotions and the hurt that they're feeling and all this stuff. But this person is trying to let go. They're trying to have a like transformative moment, but at the same time, they're having a hard time juggling the pain and the letting go, and then the starting over process of moving past this. Why is there no communication? Because they're trying to find their happiness without you at this point. Remember, the energies can be vice versa, so take it how it resonates. But whoever this is, they still have love in their heart for you, but it's just turned into pain, and they're trying to avoid facing it. But at the same time, you know, they're trying to let it go. They're trying to move on. They're trying to get to their 10 of Cups with themselves or with someone else. Let's see. What does this person want? What do they want? What does this person want? The Magician. Yeah, I think they're still, like, if they're in your life, they're kind of stringing you along. If they are acting as if, oh, you know, like, I might want to get back together at some point, I wouldn't even trust it. With the Magician card, it's kind of like you're just backup at this point. If I can't find anyone else, maybe I'll come back to you and try to put my guard down and we can make something happen again. I wouldn't fall into that trap. Okay, what do you want? What do you want out of this situation? The Chariot. So you're both, okay, you're both in this egotistical energy in a way. Of kind of just wanting to be solo. And if you're not solo, then I don't think either one of you want to start anything up with each other again. I think you both just want to move on. You're in a state of stagnancy of not approaching this person, although you still feel a very strong soul tie to them, whereas they feel more hurt towards this than you. Why the Magician? Okay. Why the Chariot? I just feel as though this person... you have way more love in your heart for this person than they have in their heart for you. I'm going to just put that out there. This person would come back in. They would, but they might leave as quickly as they came back in, I think, because they they're not dealing with their pain. Whether their pain was with you or with someone else, they're not dealing with it in a very productive way. So they would come back in, but they would leave as soon as it happened. And they might try to, you know, manipulate the situation and get what they want out of it. I don't really see it having any longevity. Whereas, why do you want the Chariot? Why do you want to be by yourself? Or like, why do you want to kind of lift yourself up and channel that willpower? Because you want to get in control of your emotions. And at the end of the day, you know, you want to take things slow. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, but you're not rushing anything. You're going to make sure that you're okay being single and that you're okay being in a relationship, whether or not you're with someone. Before you get into anything else with anyone else, you're going to make sure that you're okay. So you're not making any moves. You're just not. And you're okay with that. You really are okay with that. I mean, is there still love in your heart? Yes, but you're just channeling it in the right way. Whereas they need to work on themselves before you could even think about allowing them back in. All right. If for those of you who are single, any new love coming in, let's see. We have that card. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Yeah. I see you being single for a little bit. I see you being single, and I see you meeting someone else who is very, very single and who's standing in their power, just like you're standing in your power. Okay, with the 9 of Pentacles, because you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy right now during this month, and you're going to meet a 9 of Pentacles energy. And this is standing in their power, loving being single, having everything kind of together, and just being very beautiful. And I don't know, it's just easy and seamless in a way. But you're going to meet someone who's definitely going to be on your same level, who's going to kind of give you that same energy that you were giving yourself or that you were giving someone else. But it's not going to be unrequited. They're definitely going to reciprocate that love, okay? With you and this past person, what's stopping you from moving forward? With you and this past person, what's stopping you from moving forward? Someone here doesn't feel good enough, and also someone here feels as if this connection is taking too much work. It's taking away from you or it's taking away from them, and like what the amount of energy that they could be using in a different direction or on something else. It's just too much work. Yeah. And then we have this is fire energy and earth energy. This is just too much work. Someone here thinks it's too much work. It's not worth it. And I think at the end of the day, you focusing on you is probably the best thing that you can possibly do right now, Sag. I'm really, truly loving your energy to be fearless, to not hold yourself back, and to meet everyone in an energy of love and narrowing down your standards, getting, you know, really specific about what you want so that it can come to you. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful place to be.